What is going on, guys? Robbie T here, and today we are here with the start of a brand new series on this channel. One that I wasn't expecting to make as early as I wanted to, but I actually recorded every single episode of this series way before the summer, so I thought it would be the right time to finally get this out on YouTube. And this is going to be the start of my Formula 1 Season Challenge Championship, where I go through all the Season Challenge modes on each F1 game that has a Season Challenge. That's F1 2012, F1 2013 and F1 2014, and see if I can win the championship. So let's first select hard difficulty from the menus and then choose the car we'll be driving for the start of this new series. Let's find out. So, as you can see, we'll be starting off with the Caterham F1 team. They are a backmarker team, but the best backmarker team that we can choose from out of them, Marussia and HRT, because Marussia and HRT have no KERS, so that will make it impossible to get results if I pick them. So, we'll be starting off with Caterham, and as you can see through the menu hub, we have the main hub with the Drivers' Championships and everything that is there. And also we have the emails, we have the news articles, we have the championship standings, leaderboard and settings, all over there. And then we also have the contract offers if we get any throughout the season. So let's see how this season is going to go. As you can see, we are 20th in the championship behind our teammate Heikki Kovalainen, or Kovalainen as I'm supposed to pronounce him. So let's see what happens as we select the rival that we're going to be choosing to start off this season. And we're going to pick a rival that I wasn't expecting to make, but we'll see what happens with our rival as I try to actually speak properly. But there we go, Bruno Senna is going to be our rival to start off this series. And let's see how we get on in the first race of the season at Italy. So here we are for qualifying for the Italian Grand Prix, round number 1 of the 2012 Season Challenge season. No one knows who's going to be the favourite for the title. I predict someone like Lewis Hamilton or someone like that, but let's see what happens as we go out on track. We're going to go for default setup for the whole of this season because I don't think setups make that much of a difference in terms of car performance. The only thing that will make a difference is in time trial, because everyone uses setups in time trial, but for this occasion we're not going to run any, and we'll be on the controller as well because the wheel is a little bit unenjoyable in this game, in my opinion. I haven't even tried it on the wheel. But anyway, let's go on with the first qualifying lap of our new season as we come towards turn 1 now, braking at the 150 meter board down to first gear, hit the apex on the first part of the chicane, but we missed the second apex, which has lost us a 10th already, and it's not even been the end of the first sector yet. But don't worry, this car is much slower than the McLarens, Ferraris and Red Bulls, so we will be expecting that anyway. Now coming onto the bridge towards the next corner, down into second gear, take nice low speed, use the curb on the exits, hit every apex as well, and now we come towards this flat, well it's not flat, but the next right hand, go a tiny bit wide there, but nothing too drastic. And through the second of the Les modes there, as we open the DRS, well, not open the DRS, we already have the DRS open, because obviously you can use DRS at any point of the track in the 2012 season. As now we come towards the next part of this lap. Very good lap so far as we fly through the Ascari chicane in 3rd, 4th and then 5th gear, taking a lot of speed compared to what we'd usually take. Now coming towards the final corner, parabolic, it down to 3rd gear, short shift off to 4th, and then into 5th gear to see how we're going to get on with this lap. Coming towards the line, what is the time going to be good enough for? 18th place. Not bad. It looks terrible, but it's not bad. We beat our teammate Kovalainen, he's in 20th, so he didn't get a very good lap. He was nearly over a second behind us, so that was a good lap from us there. Let's have a look and see who got pole position, etc, etc, etc. There we go. Lewis Hamilton will be starting from pole ahead of Alonso and Button. Complete the top 10 is Michael Schumacher in the Mercedes. And you can see the rest of the drivers there. Vettel, Webber, Massa and co. There's our rival Bruno Senna in 14th place. And we are ready to start the first episode of this new season. So here we are for the race of the Italian Grand Prix. Round number 1 of the 2012 Season Challenge season. And our objective is to beat Bruno Senna in the first round of the season. And we'll be trying our best to do so. He's in a Williams, which is miles quicker than this Caterham. But we're going to try our best. It's only our first race, so anything can happen. Let's go through the setup first to let you guys know that it's completely default. I don't know why the rear anti-robot's on 5. That's a glitch with the game, maybe. Let's have a look at the grid. So Hamilton on pole, all the way down to the bottom, where we have... who's going to be last place? Charles Pic in 24th place. So we are ready to start our first race of this series. Let's get on track and see how we get on.
Go.
So there we go. Lewis Hamilton will be starting from pole position with his McLaren Mercedes car. Obviously he was in McLaren in 2012, not Mercedes. So let's see how we get on if we start from 18th place. Let's hopefully see how this attempt's going on. Don't know what I'm saying there, but anyway, 5 red lights, first race this season, and we are underway. And we're going to a pretty good What? Why did I hit the back of Ricciardo? Okay, attempt number 2. I have absolutely no idea why I hit the back of the Toro Rosso there. That's completely my fault, not realising the AI are that slow on this game. So, we're off again. Let's see how this second attempt goes underway. I'm not looking very confident. So far so good. Coming towards turn number 1. Do we hit anyone? Does it look like it? Vern, don't. Senna's overtaken us. Great! Come here, Senna. Oh, we got more. We're going off the circuit. We have to give the position back. Give the position back to Senna. And, oh, make big contact with Romain Grosjean in the Lotus there. As we go side by side with him towards Parabolica. I don't know why we skipped away to the 4th lap. You'll see why in a minute. As we come towards this corner. And we bottled that attempt completely. Okay, this is going to be attempt now. Attempt number 3. Let's see if we can get this nailed. 5 red lights, and we are underway for the first race of the season. This time it's been a pretty decent start. Ricciardo and Vern getting good starts actually. We use as much curve as we possibly can, and unfortunately it doesn't make any difference. Now coming towards turn number 1 now, watching for the AI because they're very slow into this chicane. Using the outside, which gives us extra speed, but less chances of a collision on the first lap. We're up into 16th place, and there's our rival Bruno Senna, who goes very slow. So does Daniel Ricciardo, overtaking both of them like they're not even there. I did not expect that. There's Maldonado and our favourite driver Sergio Perez right ahead in that Sauber. We take it very, very cautiously. Maldonado brake checks us. That was actually our fault because we actually hit the back of Maldonado, getting a bit desperate, trying to overtake him. If we try and go round the outside, that doesn't work. There's no room to overtake there. Can we go round the outside of Maldonado into the second leg? Well, not quite. Not enough momentum out of that corner. And now we don't have the DRS so far because unfortunately we have to wait to the 3rd lap to get the DRS. We can see ahead of Maldonado that Perez is battling with one of the Lotuses. I believe it's Romain Grosjean, I think. Or is that Jean-Luc Vergne? It's a French flag. So it's one of those two. As we get a massive run on the back of Maldonado, we duck out to the left to avoid hitting the back of that Williams driver. Of course, his teammate is my rival, but doesn't matter. Williams are my rivals anyway. Can we overtake Maldonado? We brake very early there and get a slight switchback line. That doesn't work because Maldonado has an extra bit of speed with that Cosworth engine. Even though the Williams is actually quite slow in a straight line, it's actually just slower than our car. But as you can see, we're coming towards the first chicane now. Danny is on a Maldonado. We have to be very, very late on the brakes. Perez actually leaves us the room there, but we cut across the chicane. That doesn't really work. Actually, not the chicane, the first apex of the chicane. And Maldonado, for a brief moment there, got the position back, but we got him back with the extra momentum and traction off that corner that the Williams doesn't seem to have. Now, skipping towards the end of lap number 2 now, Perez, he just flown off into distance. We can still see him, but there's no chance that we'll be able to catch him. This Caterham just doesn't have the pace. It's a complete backmarker car already, and we can notice that with the lack of speed on the straights and slight understeer into corners. But it's not as bad as I thought, so I'm not going to dampen my hopes up just yet as we completely cut across that first chicane, especially the first apex, so really do apologise about that. I turned in far too early. But can we catch up to Sergio Perez? We are closing a little bit, but we got to be wary of Maldonado behind. That Williams is going to come back at us as we actually set a purple sector in the first sector. Did not expect that, so that's where our strong point is of this car, is in the first sector. Maybe because we go very wide, unfortunately, through that corner, but maybe because we are very quick, especially in turn 1. The traction is where we actually gain the time, and maybe even the run that we come into the chicane, maybe, I don't know. But now, starting at number 4 now, we set a 1 minute 27.711, which is a pretty solid lap for a Caterham. But as you can see, bearing down us, 6/10 behind is Pastor Maldonado in that Williams. He has caught back up to us, so we've got to do some defending with 2 laps to go of this first race of the F1 Ultimate Season Challenge Championship. Can we hold off the Williams driver? Perez is completely gone. It's just me and Maldonado now, I believe, as we skip towards the back straight on lap number 4. Here comes Maldonado. He's got a bit more speed. I can see him coming around the inside, or down the inside, but doesn't work. He actually brakes early, and we hold on to the position. Unfortunately, Maldonado had a big chance there, but didn't take it, and that proved that the AI a little bit more conservative with overtakes on this game compared to F1 2017, where they always go for overtakes even if you don't expect them. But on this game, you can defend so much easier and still keep the positions without making yourself look like a fool. Don't know what I said there. As you can see, start of lap number 5, the final lap of the race. Vettel has set the fastest lap for 1 minute 26.3. A good lap by Sebastian there. And now we're coming towards the end of lap number 5 in the second sector, where the Lesmos are, the 2 Lesmos coming through the second Lesmo now. Where is Maldonado? He's actually behind Daniel Ricciardo now, so the Toro Rosso driver having some pace. Is he close enough to us? I don't think so. I can't see him in my mirrors, so it looks like we'll be able to hold on to this position of 13th, which is still a very good result in the Caterham. I wasn't expecting to get anywhere near the points, to be honest, let alone finishing ahead of both Williams and co. As we come towards the Parabolica corner for the final time of this race, the race winner is Lewis Hamilton in the McLaren Mercedes, who takes the first win of the new season. Great drive from Lewis there as we come towards the line to finish in 13th place, and I will take that with a pinch of salt. My driver is absolutely ecstatic with that, and we beat Bruno Senna. Senna finished in 16th place, so not a good day in the office for the Williams man. As we can see, here are the results of this race. I'll go through them as quickly as I possibly can, but there's us in 13th place, Senna down in 16th place, not a good race from him. As you can see, Lewis Hamilton wins the first race of the season, Sebastian Vettel second, and Fernando Alonso completing the podium in third, with Button fourth, then Raikkonen, Massa, Webber, Kobayashi, Schumacher and Rosberg completing the top 10. Grosjean in 11th, ahead of Sergio Perez, our favourite driver. Then there's us in 13th, all the way down to Charles Pic, right at the back in 24th place. Not a good day in the office for the people at the back. So let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship, and it's exactly the same as the result. Hamilton leading ahead of Vettel and Alonso, with Charles Pic right at the back of the pack. Actually, no, Petrov actually. So I probably got that wrong. And let's have a look at the Constructors' Championship. I believe, yep, McLaren are leading the way ahead of Red Bull and Ferrari, and we are in, where are we? We are in 7th place. So really good result for the first race of the season. So that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the first race of the F1 Ultimate Season Challenge Championship. Hope that we can get this series to where I like it. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new around here. The second episode will be not very long after I upload this one, so hope you look forward to that. But But until then, have a great day. More videos coming very soon. Goodbye, guys. See you later.